just sitting here quietly for a moment. You can sit with your eyes closed, your eyes open, just a moment of presence. And just noticing that spaciousness of stillness. That is already here. And that it always has been, always here. And then let's also take a moment to notice the sensations that are present in your body. And if you are sitting with your eyes closed, I'm actually going to ask you to softly, gently open your eyes. You know, there is a nerve that goes from your eye into the back of your head, into the brain stem, into the brain. And the visual information is so important for the brain's ability to be here. So just whatever is present on the level of sensation, you know, no big deal. And also taking a moment to notice your environment, where you are sitting. You can even look around for a moment, like you know where you are at, but you are familiar with it, but we don't take time to look. Notice the shape and the color and texture. Even look behind you if you can. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, when past is present, that's one of the things we can do to help the nervous system and brain to be here. Right? Beautiful, beautiful. Notice your feet on the ground or wherever they are. Maybe the weight of your body where you are sitting. Maybe your arms and your hands. Good, good, lovely, lovely. And if there's a change in your experience from doing that, that change, I call that capacity, growing capacity of the nervous system to be here. You know, maybe it's a little easier sitting, maybe it's a little easier breathing, or maybe there's a little more relaxation or whatever it is. Maybe tired or whatever, you know, capacity of the nervous system to be here. So good, good. And I want to continue with what I call the direct experience of presence. You can begin, actually, you can start with your eyes closed. You know, and when I say direct, I mean not through the senses, not through the mind, not as a memory, not as a sensory experience, not as a feeling. But as you are sitting here, there could be thought, feeling, sensation present, or just the spaciousness of our true nature. You know, everything that is present in your experience is okay. There is no problem with that. However, notice what would happen if you don't give your attention to what arises. You know, Papaji spoke about decision for freedom. What would happen if you just don't give your attention to what arises? And take another moment. And if it doesn't stir your mind, just see if you can direct your attention even more inward. So what is that like right now, sitting here? Brian or Jonathan, what is it like? Or anybody that is listening to this, what is it like? If you want to use a word or two to describe it, what is that like, just sitting here?
Deep peace and openness.
Deep peace and openness, beautiful, yes.
Everything is appearing in one awareness.
That's right, beautiful. Our true nature, right? Deep peace, openness, everything appears in awareness. Different words, different names for our true nature. Let's take another moment. Let's take another moment. Always here. Beautiful, beautiful. And whoever is watching, you know, if anybody is watching this at home, you can do this, right? You can always do this. You can always, always come here. See, you can always come here. So like this, Jonathan, Brian, yes. What do you say? Like this? Like that? Yes. Would you be willing to do it like this?
Like you mentioned earlier, sometimes you don't want to leave. You know, you just want to stay in that experience.
That's right. That's right. Let's just stay for another moment. Yeah. Stay here.